Hey, also this is the Bound by Blood event. This is a Water Commander event and Immortal Killer. So this is my main team for the Crusades, then a Slayer team here as well, and an alternative idea that actually did really well in testing. So those are my main three teams. You may also want to consider an off-colour team if you are struggling for water cards, but I'll talk through these three teams to start with. The first card is Punishing Pathfinders. This has that nice increase to Water Commander damage you can see here, 220%, plus on ambush it's 320% instead, plus it does have a revive as well, which is useful when going up against Thorns. Holiday Saints, this gives a 500% damage buff to any water card, including commander cards, so used to boost up Uprising Coven. An older card, but it does have pink stars plus Awakening on it. Has a slight increase to self-damage, you can see here. Still one of my better hitting cards, may I add. The event ultimate form, Invincible Melded Souls. This is quite an interesting card, mainly because it has that triple attack buff, enabling it to attack an additional 2 times, plus has a permanent increase to Water Commander damage. So basically a bit of everything on the card. Then Spectral Saviours as the final card, another decent increase to Water Commander damage. Then for the relics, just my best Water Commander relics really. There's a couple at the end to break the shields. There we go, I'll just go through these nice and quickly. You can see here, then the shield breaker relics are here. There's the first one. Then the final relic here. That breaks the remaining shields. There we go. Now for the next team over here. A Slayer team, but still a decent option if you're struggling for Water Commander cards. First card is Leviathan's Hairs. This increases Water Slayer attack by 1300%. Holiday Saints again with the 500% damage buff. Used to boost up Sovereigns of the Dance this time around. Increases self-damage. Creates power gems, upgrades, plus 5 pink stars 5 times awakened. Hometown Heroes. Increases Water Slayer damage by 175%. Often makes the board crush together as well when it spawns the power gems. And finally, Frontier Titans, again with a decent increase to Water Slayer damage and some power gems. Then if you do want to use a Slayer deck, these are the relics I have. This first one basically breaks all of the shields on its own, so it doesn't really matter what other relics I use. They're just my best relics though, as you can see here again. For Slayer, 4th relic here. That's actually another Immortal relic. And then the one here. So based on relics, this could be a better option for the ultimates, as it breaks more shields, but I haven't had an ultimate yet. I can't really say too much about it. Then the alternative idea, Punishing Pathfinders is on the team again with the water damage increase. Holiday Saints again with the 500% damage buff. This time though, used to boost up the event ultimate form. It has that triple attack buff, so if you can make this do decent damage, you'll hit 2 more times, also doing good damage, which is always nice. If you are going to use this as a hitting card though, you do want to try and awaken it and fully level it, which I haven't done yet. Then Spectral Saviours, decent increase to Water Commander damage. High Performance Unit area to get supercharged up. Then boost the Immortal Killer attack by 2500%. That would be used to boost up the event ultimate form. So it's a slower idea since you have to get area going. You have to be hit with that active, but it can potentially do really good damage, so may well be worth trying. And then for the relics, the important thing to do here is to have a couple of dark relics at the end, so you can get some dark gems to get high performance unit area going. I've also put Cater's Bow on this team. It gives a slight increase to attack. Here's the third relic. This is an Immortal Relic to help break the shields. This one is the Dark Relic and Immortal. Then another Immortal Relic. A bit of an overkill there, but it's good enough to get the Dark Gems at the start. I did make something for the ultimates as well, just to try and break as many shields as possible. This breaks. 3 for that relic, then 4 more, that's 7. That takes it up to 13, then 17, 18, 19. I make that 23 shields broken in total. You may also want to consider an off-colour team if you are struggling for water cards. A couple of good examples, or you may want to work around these. Here's one. That's really good. The earth one's not that good. If we go back to here, the light one was hitting decent damage as well. That's something to try anyway if you are really struggling to do damage or get through the Crusades. Anyway, let's get on with the actual event. Here we go. Alright, so here we go at the actual event. I will be testing out my teams on the prismatic bosses. So these have Deflect and Thorns. Deflect, not really a major problem, but Thorns can be, since it takes your health down really quickly. A Revive card may be useful for that reason. Right, let's go ahead and give this first team, my main Water Commander team, a go. Right, so here we go. So I think the best activation order, well, at least in testing, is just a straightforward left to right, but I'm sure I'll find out when I attack. This always seems to give a reasonable grid anyway. Let's see what I get. Yeah, that's not bad. There's a couple of loose at the bottom. Not really sure what to match here. I've got to pull in something for the best damage. This should give a reasonable hit anyway. If we keep an eye on the middle card, 274.4Q. So that's not bad, and I think that accurately represents the damage of this team. Then the Slayer team here. This should hit for reasonable damage as well, as it's a pretty decent team. So I'll go ahead and give this a go and see if I can get damage that's similar to my Commander team. Alright, so here we go. I think just left to right again, as with the previous team, is the best thing to do here. Hopefully the damage will be pretty decent, but we shall see. I've had over 100Q with this team in testing, so we'll see if I can get damage that compares to that or not. Right, so that's not a bad grid. I think just do something like this. 2 loose power gems you can see here. Then just hopefully, yeah, 186.6. So this is actually a pretty decent option if you don't have a decent Commander team. Try something like this. Right, let's quit out. And here's the alternative idea. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but I think using the Event Ultimate form as a hitting card might be a good idea. So let's give it a try and see what happens. Alright, so here we go. So I just need to get Iria going as soon as possible. Then I think left to right is the best activation order, but we shall see. Right. So that's the first move. Then use Iria, and that should get rid of the debuff. Let's see. And give immunity to Thorns as well, which is always quite useful. No idea what this is going to do. I've never tried this before, but I think it's worth a try. See what happens. Right, here we go. So Iria is now going left to right team. That's not a bad board. I think something like this. 3 loose power gems from the main match. Keep an eye on the middle card damage. Oh, hold on. This is looking really promising. This is actually looking like the best team out of all of them, and I'm rather surprised, actually. I was not expecting this at all, if I'm being honest. Obviously, I will need to do more testing on this, but that's extremely promising from what I've done here. Yeah, so that's looking like a really good option, mainly because the event ultimate form hits multiple times, so this may well be the deck that I use. And if I'm being honest, I wasn't expecting that at all. I wasn't expecting this to do that much damage, so that's a really good result and makes the testing worthwhile. Right, that's the team testing done. Let's claim the collection. So this is for your GVG defense, plus the silver Legend Trials coins and the gold ones as well. Quite a decent collection, actually. Let's go ahead and claim all of this. There we go. There's the trove. Support coins and more support coins. Right, that's that done anyway. What is it this time around? Let's have a look. Right, over to the leagues page. A Fire Vanguard, that could be quite useful on my own defence. Kartog the Dreadbones. Right, so this has a battle skill, dispel all enemy buffs. Defender's skill, okay, that could be useful. I'm not sure how many players nowadays use turn delay, but that used to be one of the most powerful defender skills. There we go, that's what it looks like anyway. Might be one I use, I'm not sure yet, depending on how well I do at the event. Let's back out of here anyway. Right, and over to the Ultimates page. Right, let's claim the support hero and take it up to 6 stars, see what I get from the random bonus hero. Right, and that's that done. Let's claim the random 6-star hero. Okay, so... oh, that's an older either support or main hero. Not going to help me too much with the current event. Anyway, here's another look at the event ultimate form. So this is one of the more versatile decks, Invincible Melded Souls. You can either use it as a hitting card, with that triple attack buff as well, hitting multiple times, or you can use it as a support card, with the passive that permanently increases water commander damage, so it has a bit of everything basically. Plus it's a mortal killer, so can be boosted up with cards like High Performance Unit Area. A very interesting deck anyway. One to consider using if you are short on water commander cards, mainly because it's very versatile, as I mentioned. And if you are just going to get one of the cards, then probably the main, or should I say master hero, Feral Soul Alaric, as it has the permanent increase to water commander damage. The ultra rare just has the triple attack buff, so I think this is the better out of the two cards. And there we go, I think I'm about done with this video. I hope you found that interesting and helpful. As always, if you do have any questions or suggestions regarding this, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is always very much appreciated. I've included a previous video on the screen, plus a playlist. Plus you can also subscribe from here if you want to do so. And thanks for watching.